Joyce, what are you going to cook tonight?
I'm gonna make steamed spare rib with black bean sauce. This is very Chinese. Soak the black bean for a little while. We'll break like a lot of sauce, maybe 3 tablespoons.
And where did you get those black beans?
I got it in a supermarket in Chinatown. Because I want to put ginger and garlic in it. I like to use a knife to scrape it because, you know, like you just saw that the ginger is not perfect, but you can turn around and cut it out, you know. You can even use a spoon to do this, to scrape it. Then you don't need to worry about hurting yourself.
I can really smell it.
Yeah, you can smell it. You know, like same motion, like push, you know, and then you just need a little practice. I mean, notice that when I'm using a knife, my fingers always like curve up. Then when I cut, if worst comes to worst, I scrape my skin. I wouldn't cut off my finger.
That's helpful.
Yep. You would think that is dangerous. You can lay it flat and cut it like this. Okay. Mm-hmm. Then I'm gonna this is julienne thing. You know, just give a little time. Be patient. You know. But today I want to mince it.
Now ginger not only tastes great, but it's actually really healthy for you.
Like people have some misconception. Ginger is always good, but it depends on, you know, everybody's body is different. For Chinese, it's all like the balance. Some people's body is more like a warm, hot, whatever. Then maybe too much ginger is not so good.
Much better than buying ginger powder.
Ooh, that's a dirty word. Now I'm going to mince some garlic.
And that sort of breaks the casing around the.
I learned it from Shopper Pond. This junk.
Now and again, garlic tastes great, but it's also healthy for you.
Well, it keep Dracula away. So use like this rocking motion. You can just put it together.
So you're now mixing the black beans straight up with the garlic.
Yeah, I'm going to just do it here. Just like beans is more, you know, disappear into more like a mash instead of like the beans. You don't see the beans anymore, right? Liquid amino. But this is a healthier version of soy sauce.
Is there less salt in that?
I think less chemical.
Ah, okay.
Not necessarily less salt. And then I want to put 2 tablespoons, and then 1 tablespoon of dark soy. This is a sweeter kind. I like it sweeter. Mix it. Sugar in here because this is very salty. Maybe half a teaspoon of sugar. And then I'm prepping the pork. This is like a spare rib, but the butcher cut it into a strip like this for me, and then it's easier to cut it into smaller pieces when I steam it. Will be like, you know, like this is a bone in here. You see that bone in here?
Yes.
That you can cut it like this, and then will be easier to eat instead of the whole strip.
And you can ask your butcher to do that?
This old-fashioned butcher in Chinatown, because you know you can tell them to cut this and do this, you know.
If you didn't have a butcher that would do that, what kind of pork would you use?
Pork chop and cut into smaller pieces.
Well, that's a good idea.
You know. No, talk to your butcher. Be friend with your butcher. That's the best advice I can give you for today. Put this, you know, sometimes it's a little tricky. Upside down. Plate on top of it, right? And or you can do this.
I never
and then
knew
put
that.
the plate on top of it. And I'm gonna start make the water boil, and then I mix the pork, and then I'll show you how. It might be too big, but hey, whatever. More sauce for Greg. Okay, I'm gonna put it on the bottom, and then I'm gonna pour this.
Yeah, now it looks about right.
Mix it.
So you're trying to coat all the sides with.
Yeah, yeah.
So in this recipe, you don't have to marinate it in the refrigerator overnight or for a couple of hours. You can go right away.
Yeah,
That's great.
yeah. A mixture of oil just to coat it a little bit. Maybe look better. I'm gonna put it in. This is a balancing act.
Oh, you just set the whole plate that you
Yeah.
put everything in inside the wok.
Yeah.
Held on
Steaming.
those 2 chopsticks.
Yes.
Wow,
This is
that's amazing.
This is an ancient Chinese secret. Right. But then you can steam it for like 15-20 minutes. Doesn't matter. I mean, like this pork have a little bit fat in it. It can take little overcooked. But for pork, you gotta have it overcooked and undercooked. Okay, this is. Okay. And then you don't need to touch a hot plate.